Hey guys, welcome to Mission Dungeon 2 Stage 3 in DFFOO Global. This stage requires you to use 2 short sword characters, so as I was filtering through I saw lightning and I saw Dorgann and I thought I really have to use both of them here. Great combo. Plus this stage really rewards low boss turns, makes the stage much more simpler, and the lightning and Dorgann combo can break delay the boss to oblivion, so it really fits. This is also going to be a 0 turn run, and for the third party member, you really only need a Force Gauge charger. I used Aerith here mainly because she can pass a turn while keeping the turn count at 0, but if you're not too fast, you can use virtually any other character. The only thing to consider if you are not using Aerith is that in that case you really do need a friend Aerith, and you need the friend Aerith to be in play when the boss hits 50% force gauge, so that your entire party will be protected against the debuffs. Otherwise, you will get 3 frame debuffs per every character. Since I am using main party Aerith anyway, the timing of the friend doesn't really matter. So as you can see here, the moment Aerith gets her turn, I immediately swap her out. The other function of the friend support is just to charge the force gauge, that's it. So I'm just spamming 5 healing winds. But like I said, if you're not using main party Aerith, then bring the friend support character in when the boss is close to 50% force gauge, so that you will get hit by debuffs right here. Now on your force gauge charger, you want a call ability that can land some sort of stun. In this case, I use Shantotto because Shantotto also carries defense down in her debuff as well, which helps a lot. The reason why you want to land a stun debuff is to downgrade the boss's force attack. If the boss is paralyzed in some way, shape or form when it hits 100% force gauge, it will use the non-plus version of the force attack, which is just an early brave attack. However, if the boss is not disabled, then it will use the plus version, which is very crippling because that will dispel 1 buff on every party member and will attempt to debuff you with 2 turns of paralysis. The other thing to note is that I have U2 crystal passives on everyone, and this is pretty notable because on everyone's first turn I have them use BT+, so the U2 crystal passive in this fight at least allows me to get in BT+ for free. With Aerith, then all you want to do is just charge until you are roughly 90% force gauge, and then use Prayer etc. to pass her turn. It is important to end her turn with Prayer etc. For one thing, of course, Prayer etc. doesn't increase the turn count, but the other reason is that it is high turn rate, and as you can see, after using Prayer etc., Aerith's turn gets moved right after Dorgann, and this is really ideal. I am going to use Dorgann's FR as my main force, but before I do so, firstly I use the Keiss call to land the Brave League debuff, and then I use Dorgann's BT+, and then I actually pop summon and use the force attack inside summon. This way, my turn count still remains at 0 turns overall. I pop summon here so that I can take the 5 turns to build a sizable force gauge bonus for lightning, and Aerith using the Prayer etc. earlier is ideal because here then she moves right after Dorgann enters force time, allowing you to use 2 FRs with Aerith and 1 Seal Evil to refresh her Seal Evil debuff on your bosses. This is actually overkill. You don't actually need Aerith to come in again and use her echoes. Right after Dorgann use FR, lightning using double echoes into BT mode is actually enough to close off the fight if you have 505 ultimate weapon. But since Aerith has a turn here, this means that you have a lot of leeway in the fight. I'm pretty sure that you can do the same run even if you do not have any ultimate weapon for anyone. On Lightning's turn here, I used one LD before her FR. On hindsight, I think this is somewhat of a mistake. It might be better to just go straight into Echo here. I forgot that Lightning will get 2 more turns after using FR. So here I used her LD instead to get the 3 consecutive turns. But this also wastes 1 turn of force time. If you don't use the LD, then you have 1 more turn of force time after BT mode. But that is just really too much leeway. You don't need it. I can tell you for sure that the boss will die midway through Lightning's BT mode. So I suppose whether you use LD or not doesn't really make too much of a difference. Here I think it's another small mistake. On hindsight, I think it's better to use the range LD call before Lightning's first echo, so that both her echoes will launch. Using it here means only Lightning's second echo's use will launch the enemy. Lightning's BT mode is pretty straightforward. You just use EX every turn. Now due to Dorgann's force effect, usually one of the bosses will recover Brave after each of Lightning's turn. The ideal situation is you always want to target the boss that is broken, so that when Dorgann does his follow-up attack, he will break the other boss. This will trigger 2 image slash plus back to back from Dorgann, not only for nice damage but also to increase the force gauge bonus. This is a good example right here. The boss has recovered to 0 Brave, so I switched to the Lightning Mannequin, and this way when Dorgann does his follow-up attack, he will break the boss and that will trigger another follow-up attack. As such, So the fight is already over, and Lightning still has 2 more EXs to go. So this should be a pretty comfortable win overall. That's it. As always, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoyed the content, do leave a like, comment and subscribe. It really helps a lot. Till then, I will see you guys in the next mission dungeon quest. Bye!